this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Virgo, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Hope you guys are doing well. Whenever you see any of my readings, will be the right time for you to see it and claim it. If not, just leave it, okay? So let's get started, Virgo. See what's going on for you, Virgo. All right, right now we're in a Virgo new moon. There's two of them, so just know that. So whatever you start now, like your plans, anything that you're going through, like starting something new, get on it, because the next new moon, which is another Virgo new moon, it's an eclipse actually. It's gonna bring it to life. Like right now, you're planting the seed. The easiest way I could say is you're planting the seed now to flourish it. It's gonna be flourished out there. So just be ready, okay? Meditate, ground yourself, and drink a lot of water. All right, here we go. This is for Virgo for their highest good. Two cards for Virgo. Nice. All right, so you have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Wow, that's nice. So I do believe, though, that you guys are having a lot of breakthroughs. I feel like you are definitely on a different path, because you also have this choosing your path. So it's nice. All is possible, and definitely it is. You know, whatever you guys want, you always bring it to life. So really continue with that cycle, because it's a good cycle to be on, okay? Whatever it is that you want, you know, manifest it, give it to God, you know, bring it in. It's going to come through. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Now it's kind of wrinkly here, but no, what can I do? All right, so let's shuffle these cards. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest, Virgo. One for the current, one for the situation, for the past, for what's hidden, for the hopes and fears. Nice. For what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Wow. Okay, so it's a lot here, actually. Let me put my cards over here. All right, so you do have the... Okay, so you do have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're juggling everything right now, trying to get everything done. I feel like you need to start taking it easy. I also feel like you're going to make a decision very soon. You do have the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like there is something about you receiving something. Could be receiving some kind of offer, could be receiving some kind of prosperity, some kind of money, could be receiving... I feel for some of you guys also could be like worried about your finances also. You do have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is talking about not rushing into things. Really, that's in the past position, the past or now, but I do believe that it's now, that you need to really take it easy and not rush into anything, okay? Because try not to rush your decisions. Don't try not to, like, you know, just... You know, maybe you're going to have also a lot of creative ideas. I feel like you're just going to try to plan something, like you're planning a project to move on to. So it's not a bad thing, but just be careful on how you're making the decisions. Like, don't rush into things, okay? And then you have the Queen of Cups here for what's hidden. The Queen of Cups is talking about nurturing yourself, trusting your intuition, but really having that compassion, that love, okay? You do have the Ace of Cups here. I feel like you're going to be very creative. I feel like your cup is going to be overflowed. It isn't the hopes and fears. It is a new path here. Okay, there is a new path. I feel like there could be a new person arriving in your life, or maybe you want a new person to come in. You do have the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups is talking about a decision. You want so much, Virgo. You want a lot. You want it all, but you really got to make these decisions very carefully. You have the Three of Cups here. There's celebration. There's happiness. Have gratitude for everything. You also have a lot of support from your friends and family. We'll see why it's here. You do have the Three of Swords for the outcome, and I feel like you're going to be very emotional very soon. There could be some kind of hurt that you've been going through, or still feeling very emotional about something. So we'll see what that's about. All right, Virgo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo spirit. Virgo. See what's going on. So many energies, you guys. So many energies. Gotta really have patience for everything that's going on. All this change that's coming through. It's crazy. All right. All right. Why is a Two of... Take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. Why is a Two of Pentacles here? On the card. Wow. All right. So you do have the Page of Swords here. You have the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, you're feeling you're very overwhelmed with everything that's going on. It's been a lot, right? You've been working very hard. You're trying to, maybe even make decisions, trying to change careers, and you're feeling tired. You're feeling very tired. And that's why I say, you need to start resting also, because it's just a given, because the holidays are coming. Everything's going to start moving very fast. You do have the Page of Swords here. I feel like you're going to have you're going to have better communication. I feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas. I feel like you're going to start new projects. I feel like you're also going to see a lot of truth. There's a lot of things that you're seeing right now. I feel like you're very curious also about starting something new. But I do feel like you're moving forward with things. I feel like you just need to start taking it easy. And I feel like you need to find your patience. There is traveling here also. And I feel like you're going to make a decision very soon. But try not to give up on things, even if they seem like they're not coming through. Don't give up on yourself or the dream that you have, Just continue to keep going, okay? Because push forward and don't give up, because even though it's been hard, it's been a hard road, it's been rough, going through this, going through that, you still persevere forward. You don't give up, okay, Virgo? So just keep doing that. You have the Six of Pentacles here, and why is the Six of Pentacles for the situation? Oh, okay, one more card. Wow, this is nice. All right, so you do have the Eight of Pentacles here. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Strength card. I feel like all this hard work is going to pay off very soon, because you do have the Eight of Pentacles here. When you get the Eight of Pentacles, it talks about you working very hard, talks about, you're knowing how to deal with things, working very hard, that you're going to see the results of all this hard work, that you're going to reach that material success, that you're going to achieve what you want. You just have to have that strength and not give up. Be calm about things, have patience about things, there is some kind of prosperity coming in, and you might even see it very soon, because I feel like it's going to pay off. It's going to be something that you really want. So it's nice. And I also feel like, they're asking for you to pay it forward, regardless of what it is, be grateful and pay it forward. And you don't have to necessarily pay money. You can do your time, or just do something nice for somebody, which is very nice. Wow. Very, very nice, you guys. Also too, with the Six of Pentacles, you could be giving a lot of your time this is for somebody, I don't know who this is for, but you could be giving a lot of your time, a lot of your effort to your work, and try to keep everything balanced, okay? And and if it's not, like, if you're changing jobs and you feel like, oh well, I feel this sucks that I have to leave, but just take it as a lesson that, what, I've been here, I did what I needed to do, and I needed to go forward, okay, in whatever that is, because that was a message for somebody. Very nice. Wow, Virgo, that's very, very nice. You're going to get what you want. There's a lot of abundance here. You have the Knight of Swords for the past. And like I said, with the Knight of Swords, you know, be patient with things. You know, don't rush into quick decisions. You know, there is success. There's good news coming through also with the Knight of Swords here. And I do feel like it's now. You're going to receive what you want because there's success and happiness here. I feel like it's good. It's just that you're very overwhelmed with a lot. There's a lot of tiredness here. A lot of that, you know, you're struggling. You're like, you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. And you're very overwhelmed with everything. Okay. But you're not giving up. I still feel like you're pushing forward. You know, this is nice. Really believe in what you want to create. Okay, really believe what you want, you know, and don't think of it, or don't let anybody sway you from, you know, not doing what you want. You have the Queen of Cups here. And why is the Queen of Cups here? One more card for Virgo. All right, so you really needed to start taking care of yourself, right? You have the Queen of Cups here, and the Queen of Cups is talking about, you know, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, you know, really trusting that intuition, that gut feeling that you have, okay? Because remember, you're very intuitive also. You are not only just a healer or, you know, a healer or giver, you know, you're a guide, you know, you're very intuitive. Like, you already know, what's going to happen before it happens, okay? So you already know. You always go by that gut feeling, okay? Trust your intuition. You do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor here. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about having your patience. Really have patience for everything, okay? You know, stop trying to control things and just let everything go with the flow. Just, you know, time, it's in divine timing. You know, you may not hear from it right away, but remember, it's in divine timing. And I do feel like you just need to have patience for everything, okay? Because you need it. It's here a lot, so really find your patience. And I feel like with the Emperor here, I feel like you're going to be able to handle it, or anything that comes your way. You're very educated. You're very strong-willed. You have that stability, and you do. You know, you have that strong foundation in you and around you. And they're telling me that, you know, you're going to be ready for anything, because the Emperor, he's always ready, no matter what. He takes on whatever he has to do to get to what he wants. And that's you. Okay, so just know that. And then you have the Ace of Cups here. And why is the Ace of Cups here for? Virgo. One more card. Nice. All right, look at that. So there's so much going on in your life right now. There could be a new person arriving also, or there could have been, or they already came in, but there's somebody here is coming in new. Could be a love interest for some of you guys. I also feel for everybody else that's with somebody, I feel like they could just be somebody that's coming in to help you on your journey. Wow, that's nice. Also feel like you're going to start new projects. I feel like you're going to be very creative, very intuitive, like you're very spiritual. With the Two of Pentacles, I still feel like there is a decision that you're going to be making, but there's so many possibilities and opportunities around you. I also feel like, you know, you're trying to juggle everything. Try not to. Just take your time with everything. And like I said, let everything flow in, okay? Let everything go within. There's traveling here. There's patience. You know, be patient for everything. And then with the Six of Wands here, there is success. There's victory. There's success. You're going to feel like, you know, you've accomplished so much, and you have, you know, you're going to be feeling good. People recognize you. People are looking at your efforts, and they're recognizing everything that you're doing or achieving in your life. And they're like, yay, you know, good for you, you know. There's good people behind you that recognize you, that have your back, which is very nice. If you look at this card, it says it all, right? It's like, you know, the man's on the horse. Whether you're male or female, you're on the horse, and everybody's shouting at you like, good job, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So it's good. I also feel like people are watching you on social media, so be careful on what you post and what you do, okay? So, wow. And then you have the Seven of Cups here for what you need to do now. And there's a decision here, but you need to be real about something. Yes, definitely. So you do have the She do has a 7 of Cups here, like I said, and the 7 of Cups is talking about making choices, being real with yourself, believing in yourself that you can achieve what you want, which you can because you have. You always have, Virgo, you always have. You want something, you make it happen, and that's good. Very nice. You're always thinking ahead, which is really good. I love that. You also have the King of Wands here, and the King of Wands is talking about, moving forward, putting things in order, going with the flow, new experiences, new things coming through for you because there's change here. Because you have the Tower, and the Tower is saying, hey, there's going to be a lot of good things coming in, new experiences, new things. You're on this new path now. Okay, so be ready. And remember, you can handle anything that comes your way, no matter what. Be realistic with this journey. Okay, be realistic with this decision that you're about to make, and really have patience for everything. And also too, I feel like be real. Okay, be realistic about it. Don't kid yourself that if you can't do it, don't do it. And then you have the 3 of Cups for what you need to work on. One more card. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So I feel like there could be like some kind of partnership or group around you that I feel like there's something about here about like, okay, let me start over on this. Okay. So you start off with the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups is talking about support, friends and family having your back, and you see a lot, you've been through a lot, and you just know that you do have family that's around you, that's supporting you. Okay. Friends are supporting you, family is supporting you, there's also celebration here. There's also some kind of celebration that's coming through. And I feel like you have that the King of Pentacles is here, and the King of Pentacles is talking about, that, you're establishing yourself, creating that strong foundation, making, the career change and still having what you want, the prosperity, the experience and stuff like that, and that's you, and I feel like sometimes you feel guilty about like, maybe I feel sorry because I feel bad because I'm doing all this and you're not doing all that, and you see people around you suffering and struggling, and it's like almost as if, wow, I have this but you don't, and it's like you're kind of feel guilty about it, and I feel like you need to not worry about all that. Okay, I feel like you just need to just do for yourself. Okay, and there are so many times when you have been giving, and there's so many times when you have been so good to people, and you always have been, and you always are, so there, you shouldn't have no guilt about anything. Okay. Wow. And I also feel like at times you do have a lot of regret about things that have happened, leaving, maybe going on moving out of town, or just moving in general, or getting away from your family and friends. And sometimes you have that guilt. And I feel like you just need to, that they know and they understand that you're in a good position and that they want nothing but the best for you. Wow. That was for somebody. Wow. All right. And then you have the 3 of Swords here for the outcome. And why is the 3 of Swords here? One more card. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, so I don't know if you have been feeling very emotional lately, Virgo, because you have the 3 of Swords. You start off with the 3 of Swords, and it seems like there's some kind of hurt that you've been going through. Maybe there's been some kind of pain, some kind of emotional pain, some kind of, sadness, just a lot of emotional pain, because I feel like with the 7 of Swords here being in the outcome, I feel like, maybe you're doing something wrong, or maybe somebody around you is playing you, or they have been playing you. I feel like you need to be careful on who you trust, who you're sending money to or giving money to. I feel like you just need to watch everything you're doing or telling the information to. any information, because I feel like there's going to be, if it hasn't happened yet, it's going to. There's some kind of deceit here. There's some kind of backstabbing or betrayal that could happen very, very soon. Okay, so just remember that. Be careful. Be very careful. And I feel like also too, like you could be finding out about it, and it's gonna leave you in that state of mind where you're gonna be very sad, like you didn't expect it. Also too, with the Page of Cups here, you do have the Page of Cups, and they're asking you to trust your intuition, like your gut feeling about things like that. Okay, especially that, like if you feel like, in deep, you may not see it, but deep in your heart, something's up. Okay, so pay attention to that. Okay, really, really pay attention to that. Trust your feelings. Okay. Also too, I feel like there could be some kind of apology coming back to you about this particular subject of some kind of betrayal, some kind of cheating, that it could be coming back as an apology to somebody. Somebody can come back and apologize to you about something that happened like that. I also feel that there is opportunities, there is messages coming through. Pay attention to the signs that are going on around you, like the intuitive signs, the same number sequence, your dreams, just pay attention to the signs, because there is messages there that you need to see. Okay, and really pay attention to your intuition, because that's what you need. And let me just get one more card for the outcome on that one. And what is the outcome for the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Cups? All right, so yeah, let it go. Okay, you're going to be able to let all that go. Okay, no matter what, you're going to be able to move forward from that. So it's good. Really have patience for everything. Okay, really have patience, and be careful who you're trusting. All right, so and there is breakthroughs here, so have patience for everything. All right, so Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.